Hey my bakers, and welcome back to my channel. Today we made a Pepsi themed marble cake. So let's get started. I have my milk, my oil, and my cake boxes I will be using, my measuring cup, a sifter, and my bowl and a spatula. So I'm going to start with my French vanilla cake mix. We are going to sift it in the bowl and then start adding the ingredients. Once it is sifted, there should be no lumps or bumps in our mix. So now we follow the instructions in the back, but instead of using water, I like to replace it with milk. And then for the eggs, I like to add 1 extra egg. You can also replace the oil with butter, but in my case, I like to use oil. Add the oil now. And lastly, we add in the 4 eggs. I like to keep one of my boxes from the cake mix open. So when I crack my egg, I put the eggshells inside so just in case there's any yolk still in the shell, it doesn't spill all over my table. So now we will repeat the process with the chocolate cake mix, because since this is going to be a marble cake, we need vanilla and chocolate cake mix in order to fulfill the marble effect. So now that you have completed both of your batters, the chocolate and the vanilla, you are ready to get started. Grab the following items: your pan, measuring cups, toothpick, and cooking spray. You will start by spraying your pan with some cooking spray so that your cake does not get stuck to the bottom of the pan. For more assurance, add parchment paper and line it around the pan, and then start adding your batter. Start one by one and always alternating between the colors, in this case vanilla white and chocolate brown. So then I just put white next to brown and white and just going across the pattern, and then once that is filled, on top I go on top of white is brown, on top of brown is white, and just continue this pattern for the marble effect, of course. And once you have completed this, grab your toothpick and then swirl across the batter on the pan. Just swirl, as you'll see in a little bit, and this will give you the effect that we are looking for. It's more of a marbly effect. Repeat the same process throughout your second pan. So this is the effect before going into the oven. I'll place this in the oven, and once it is out, this is how it should look. I still have one of them in the oven, but to make sure this one's cooked, you stick a fork, and if it comes out clean, you're ready. So now let's start frosting. I like to start by piping a border around my cake. So I just put like little designs to hold it, like a borderline around my cake with my blue and red frosting, which are the colors for Pepsi. Now that I have my border, I grab more frosting, just plain white, and I'm going to spread it inside the border, not going outside of the border. This order required strawberries in the middle. So I grabbed some strawberries and I'm going to place them around on top of my white frosting. I like to add a little bit of more frosting on top of my strawberries, just so when I put my second layer, which is my other cake, on top, it just glues together, since frosting acts like glue, so that it stays and doesn't feel slippery with the strawberries. I grab my second layer and I just place it and stack it on top, and just make sure it's fine going around. Now I'm going to grab my frosting and start to crumb coat this with white frosting. I like to use this spray so that when I am crumb coating it, not so many crumbs get off, just the normal. So now I'm going to get started on my chocolate ganache, which is the drip that is going to be on top of my cake. So we're going to get started with heavy cream, some chocolates, and then we have a measuring cup, and yeah, we are going to heat the heavy cream and then add the chocolates. So once I have heated my heavy cream, I start to add in the chocolate and I let them sit for a little bit and then they're ready. And I put them in this little cup to drip. And now I have finished frosting my cake. I added a little bit of red and blue just for the effect, and I dripped my cake and I just piped around a border on top. I put a Pepsi can, and with fondant I did the Pepsi logo, and my dad's name was Luis, so instead of a P on the logo I put an L. So this is the final product. The purpose of the ganache is to look like the Pepsi spilled and it fell all over the cake. If you stayed to the end of the video, thank you very much and come back to the next video.